guys, so I promised you a quick eye tutorial with some items from my new Boxyluxe. I am going to have a full review of that box coming soon, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek into some of the things that I got with it. Boxyluxe is available by BoxyCharm, and something new that I got in this that I haven't used before is the eyebrow cushion London. And so it's in a pack like this. It's by Iconic. Let me open this up. And this is interesting because it's called an eyebrow cushion. So we're gonna see what this is. It's a brand new product. Let's see, comes like this. They're typically full-size products. Oh, cool. So it comes in a little thing like this. Iconic. Uh-oh, I'm messing it up. Anyway, so you can see it's a liquid. This is very interesting. And what's gonna be interesting is seeing that actually on my eyebrows. Okay, I need a towel. Let me grab something real quick. Okay, so it comes out as a sponge with some liquid in it. I've never done this before. And then I have a little brush like this, and I also have a little brush like this so you guys can see. All right, so I got my mirror. I'm ready to go with my Iconic. It came in my Boxyluxe. So since it's a liquid, I'm gonna just dip it into the lighter side and kind of go over my brows really lightly, because this is actually really dark for me, is the first thing I notice. It's dark. So we're gonna make it work. All right, I get another little bit of my eye. Technically, this is an eye. Let's see what it says. I got my BoxyCharm card. This is a eyebrow cushion. Give your brows the wow they deserve. Sculpt and Boost Eyebrow Cushion. Innovative 2-shade liquid brow compact. Allows fully looking eyebrows with half the effort. Highly pigmented liquid. Glides on effortlessly. Brush makes precise application perfect each time. So where I did those brows with that liquid, I'm gonna actually go ahead, because I think the idea is that you put the liquid on and then use the brush to kind of create your eyebrow, right? So some of this is gonna come off in the process. Okay, so over to this other one. The left side's always, I don't know about you guys, but I always feel awkward when I'm doing the left side of my brows. And honestly, I get them uneven. It's really, really hard, I think, to do that on yourself. It's a lot easier when you're looking at somebody. And that's what when I make videos, guys, I don't know if there's any of you watching that don't typically watch my videos, but I'm making these tutorials for people at home, not people that are doing it professionally. So when it comes to my videos, it's kind of like a extension of my service as a stylist, and you get to see kind of how I've learned and what I do behind the scenes, which is fun. It's fun to share with each other what we do. So I've been this past week, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. In New York, if any of you guys saw, I went to New York to the International Beauty Show. It was with Posh, which is the salon that I work with. And it was really cool. There was people from all over the world that were there, and there was music bumping and crazy hairstyles everywhere and lots of people. And so it was really, really exciting. I had a genuinely good time. I enjoyed spending time with the girls at Posh, and we ate some really good food. and went out and had drinks and went dancing. So that's a lot of fun. And to be able to learn about beauty with that was really a gift. So I enjoyed that a lot this past week. And so I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I've done this past week, but I'm not going to share them all at one time. So you want to stay tuned if you want to find out more about New York, what we saw, what we did, what we bought. There was some purchases made when we were there that were pretty exciting for everybody. And so they definitely are going to affect how I do hair. And that show will, you know, there will be things that I'm definitely using at the salon that aren't going to be available by following me online. So if you're interested in finding that stuff out, you can schedule a consultation and come and see me at downtown Kingsport. But it was just a lot of fun. There were some crazy hairstyles. You can look at some of the girls' profiles that work at the salon and see some of the cool stuff that we did there too. All right, so I have from my BoxyCharm the Cover FX. If you guys are familiar with Cover FX, Perfector Face Palette. This is a $45 value, and the eye cushion is $40. So those two together, I've got $80 worth of product, and I think I paid $40 for the whole box. So this is the Cover FX 6 must-have complexion essentials in a travel-friendly palette. Guys, I want you to know I have kind of bigger hands, really. This is how big this palette is. So it's a pretty large size palette, and this is considered a travel palette. And this is for blending, sculpting, contouring, blushing, illuminating. So you can see I've got a nice, well, you can see the background. That's my little hair station. It's got this mirror and it's got these 6 shades you can see. And what I really like about these shades, so underneath the highlighter, it's got like underneath the highlighter as well as both of these, okay? So there's like a pink one and a brown one. Underneath them, what they've done is they've used a violet base. And so when you put them on, it kind of gives even more of an effect. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I mean by that. So I'm going to go in first and I'm dabbing on the contour, which is the brown. So that's like I'm contouring my cheeks. And I think I said I was going to do eyes on this video, but I'm going to do this real quick too. Okay, so I got that. Then I'm going to go on to the blush. And I've already done some foundation, guys, and I'm just kind of patting there. And then I take like the side of my brush. This seems strange, but I take the side of my brush and blend it out like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter with this violet base, and you guys may be able to tell when I do that. See how it's like pink red underneath? There's actually a lot of purple in that one. So that's really cool because that's kind of different, right? And where my hair is red, it's gonna kind of bounce off each other and accentuate my red hair with that violet. Well, they're complementary, but anywho. All right, on to, so I'm gonna be doing eyeshadow. Guys, in this kit, guess what I got? Rocky Malhotra. I don't even know if I'm saying your last name right, Rocky. I got the Night Master. This is the Morphe palette. This is the, you can see the size of my hand. So this thing is bigger than my hand. There, so this is the 15N, the Night Master. So these are gonna be dark. Guys, this value for BoxyCharm is, $16. So Morphe palettes, I guess they're not very expensive. I'm kind of surprised. But anyway, so this is like a nighttime palette. You know, I'll be honest with you guys, I wouldn't really wear a lot of these during the day. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but they're really dark. So for the look today, we're gonna be real careful with this. We're not gonna be doing like something super, super crazy, okay? So I'm gonna grab just a little brush like this, guys. It's a flat little pointed brush. And I'm gonna go for let's go for the goals. It's actually really dark, but that's what we're going with because that's what's in the box. Goals. So this is like it's a neutral, right? It's not super warm. It's not super cool. If anything, it would have to be on the neutral side. That's like a true neutral right there. It's not too much pink, not too much pinky violet. They've actually mixed pink and violet a lot in this palette, which is kind of cool. So I'm taking my little pointy brush. I've got my goals. And I'm going to show you guys what I do. Everybody does this different, right? You don't have to do it like me. But I go kind of up like a V. Okay, so I have like V. Do you see that? V. Okay, back to goals. And guys, I'm not the best makeup artist in the world. I'm just showing you how I do it. So again, up in a V, almost kind of following like my eyebrow. And I'm trying to stay on the top part of that bone, okay? So after I've got like a basic shape, I just kind of go out from it like that. You can see. Then I'm gonna go underneath like this. I really didn't tell you guys about the primer, so it is Cover FX. Also, honestly, it's not even a primer. So what I put on my lash lids is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. I love that. Got it in a Boxycharm too. So you guys can kind of see what I got going on. So I did the little mountain, little M or whatever. Then I went underneath, okay? And now on my eyelid, I am gonna use this Unique. So it's kind of a light glittery color. I just use my finger when it comes to this part, but I use two different fingers. So this is just like a little soft glittery color. You can see. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the lightest color, and that's how I'm gonna blend what I did. So that is Custom. It's just a neutral, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit fatter brush because I want to kind of blend this a little bit more. If I have a flatter brush, actually, let me show you this brush. So this is like a really fanned out, kind of fluffy little brush. I don't know really how to explain it, but anyway, it is gonna be what I use to kind of blend all this together. So I'm just kind of going in little circles on the top with that lightest color. Alrighty. And then you want to just make sure that where you did that M after you do the lightest is nice and blended in. And I'm a firm believer in it does not have to be perfect. Now I go up on my eye a little bit higher. If you had really like a small area between your eye and your lash, you would not want to do this, but I'm going up a little bit higher. And then I'm just going to take my foundation brush and make sure I didn't get anything on there. Like that. Okay? All right, and so what I'm going to use for my eyeliner is I'm actually going to use what I have, the Morphe. And let's go down to this Hello. So this is kind of a darker color, and I'm going to use that as my eyeliner. And so I'm using just a small flat brush. It's actually on the end of the blending brush that I just used. And so Hello is like a plum chocolate color. And I'm just going to go in on the edges and do a little like cat eye. So I'm coming in and doing like a sideways V thing now. I don't know. I know there's proper terms for this, but honestly, guys, I do hair. Makeup's kind of a fun thing to share with you guys. but you can see what I'm doing. And then I do go up a little bit from there, just in the corner. And this, I'm not gonna be putting on any more eyeliner until after I do my lashes. And I'm just kind of blending that out. So this is kind of a dramatic, a little bit more dramatic for the day than I was hoping, but that's what's in the Morphe. Okay, and so now I've done that, I'm gonna curl my lashes. Guys, I use, there's no bones about it, like I'm just honest, this Voluminous Superstar, I actually have mascaras that are awesome, amazing, expensive, and they're just not that wonderful to me, and so I don't use them too often, but I do like this one a lot, and so I don't mind to say that I really enjoy this. It has a primer and a mascara, and so I curl my lashes 2 times. All right, so I curled my lashes 2 times. Then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna be adding false lashes at the end, but I'm not gonna keep you guys around for that part. If you're not familiar with doing false lashes, I would probably talk to a stylist or go see a makeup artist and just have them show you how to do that step. I just wanted to get you guys like a quick eyeshadow tutorial and hopefully not get the mascara in my face. And I said at the beginning, it's funny, I said I'm gonna do, you know, that it's just gonna take a little bit of eyeliner, or I may have said that in a different cut, but initially when I was gonna do this video, it was gonna be just like a bright lip with like eyeliner, but I did want to incorporate my Boxy charm because I think that's kind of fun and kind of roll with what I had, if you will. And I love that Cover FX palette. I'm going to love that. And so now what I'm going to continue to do, I'm just going to add mascara. I am going to let this sit. I feel like that's kind of a big deal to let your primer sit. So I want to do that. I'm going to be using this pink. Now I know Ofra makes this, but guys, I've worn it so much, I've rubbed everything off of it. But it's by Ofra. It's a long wear matte lip paint. It came in a Boxy charm also. And so I'm just gonna put this on. Now, one thing that I've been doing for the past week is when I went to New York, I was looking at lip primers because lip primers are a thing. A lot of the companies carry them and they help your lipstick stay a little bit better. And so when I was looking at them, I was just feeling the different ones. And I decided I was gonna try doing just some regular chapstick on a regular basis. I don't use chapstick every day. And so I'm trying to use like the drier old school kind pretty regularly to see if that doesn't help my lips. Because I feel like they were kind of getting dry, especially after being in New York and all the wind and the crazy weather. All right, so I've done that. Now I'm gonna put on my mascara because I let my primer dry. And what I do with this is I put on my mascara just like no kind of way. And since mascara is notorious for drying out, at this point I actually cover up my mascara. This sounds crazy. And I get the extra off, but I try to keep that mascara bottle covered. And then I just pull my lashes apart a little bit. With pretty much a brush that doesn't have a whole lot on it. This mascara dried out this week. There's a couple tricks for helping if your mascara is dried out a little bit. I'm gonna see if any of you guys know them, and if any of you watch this video to the end. If you know any tips for your mascara being dried out, let me know. I'll share some on another video. All right, I'm just pulling my lashes apart, and that's it, guys. Easy look. You kind of saw how I did the V's, how I did it in my lashes. I'm gonna be putting on false lashes. Once I looked at this, I would probably put a little bit more of the neutral blush on, just because I've got the pink kind of going on. My lipstick makes the pink pick up in my eyes. And so I'm gonna go back to this Cover FX palette and put just a little bit of the contouring on, which was the darker brown color, in my cheeks, because